Recently, an elder Yid, an old man over 80 years old, brought his tefillin to be checked by a sofer. He had checked it many times in his life and it had been okay. The sofer, though, located a psul, a missing word, which had been missed by all the other previous ones, and he was left with the uncomfortable task of notifying this elder Yid that his tefillin are puzzle, and he never in his life was mekayim the mitzvah of tefillin. He tried to break it to him slowly, and after telling him that his tefillin are no good, the old man stood there in shock. But then a moment later, he got a hold of himself and he started to sing and dance with great joy. Flabbergasted, the sofer was watching. After the man calmed down, the elder Yid said, "Of course I'm brokenhearted, but had I not found that it's puzzle, my whole life I would have gone to the grave not having ever been mekayim the mitzvah of tefillin. Now I could be mekayim the mitzvah of tefillin. That fills me with such great joy. At least I could put on tefillin tomorrow and from now on." One of the difficulties of the constant battle with the Yetzer Hara is not so much the Aveira itself, but how to deal with it afterwards, after someone fails, chas v'shalom. In today's environment, we could all be considered survivors, and we all need to always be mechazik ourselves in the atmosphere that we're in, to stay strong in spirit despite the rampant temptations and failures. But Moshe Feinstein would say that the worst Aveira is yiyush, to give up and say, I can never do tshuva. I have a friend who learned in Philadelphia, who learned this lesson from his Rebbe, Reb Mendel Kaplan, Zichron Levracha. This boy, Bacher, who was Yom Kippur time after a long Elul, he had an Aveira in Yonei Kedusha, matters of Kedusha, which he felt he's not going to be able to change. How do I do tshuva on such a thing? He gathered the courage and he approached Reb Mendel Kaplan. Rebbe, I have an Aveira that he told him the Aveira, and he said, how am I supposed to do tshuva on it? I don't know what to do. I don't think I'm going to change so fast. Reb Mendel changed the subject and he said, today in Shir we spoke about a Ktsois, the Kasha, and the Rashba. The Bacher is wondering, what happened? Did he not hear what I said? Okay, I'll try again tomorrow. The next day he approaches Reb Mendel again and he says, Rebbe, I don't know if you heard me yesterday, but I have a problem, and he repeated it to him. Reb Mendel again changed the subject, and the Bacher says, Rebbe, I'm a Talmud, I need to understand. What could be more important than doing tshuva? Why are you ignoring it? Reb Mendel said, listen to me. The Yetzer Hara wants one thing from you. He wants you to be full of guilt. He wants you to keep thinking about the Aveira and ponder how terrible you've been. And he wants you to lose the spirit. He wants to break you. What you have to do is forget about it, ignore it, and just go further. Just move on and try to be better. Don't give it a thought now. Maybe in a decade or two, maybe much later. Then you worry about it when you're not so obsessed with it. In our time, when our spiritual stamina is so weak, we're so fragile. If we constantly think about what we've done wrong, all it's going to do is break our spirit. We're not going to be able to get out of it. Rav Shach would therefore tell Bali Tshuva, they would say, how do we fix what we've done? And he would say, forget about it, don't dwell on the past, just move forward. Moving forward is the greatest Kabbalah. Leave behind the Yetzer Hara, leave behind all the filth. I'm not thinking about it, it's not me anymore. That itself is the greatest Kabbalah. After falling prey to a Yetzer Hara, the nisayon of a person in our generation is to overcome the feelings of worthlessness, and through that we will be zeicha to grow and grow and grow.